about it. We got some new feature. Hello, pretty people. All the pretty people say hi to Risha. Let me know you're in the building. We got Bookface in the building. We have Instagram in the building. Good to see you. Yes, it's Tuesday. I thought today was Monday, but it's Tuesday. And what do we do every Tuesday? A quick lunch and learn. So this will be a quick lunch and learn as usual. So get your pen and papers out. If you like to learn, I like to teach. And so if you're joining me for the very first time, I'm Jerusha. I'm a business coach and speaker, and I help people build their businesses online and offline. So I create what I call double threats. So if you want to be a double threat, hashtag pretty people, hashtag, which is my organization where we celebrate, collaborate, we make connections so we can make that money, honey. And so if you're excited about being a part of this pretty community, make sure you share it with your business bestie. I don't want to be the best kept secrets. And so we're going to teach you a formula that works in following up. If you are not following up, you are leaving money on the table. And I don't want you to leave your money on the table. I want you to make that money, honey, especially now in fourth quarter. If I've never told you anything else, baby, I'm telling you right now that fourth quarter is the magic quarter that anybody can make more money because people are willing to buy in fourth quarter. Yes. And at the end of the year, people have promotions, discounts, discontinued items. There are a lot going on in fourth quarter. Companies trying to meet their quotas. So you have a big opportunity to really get your product and your services or opportunity in front of more people in fourth quarter. And so I'm going to share with you some follow-up strategies. So please tag your business bestie right now. I don't want her to miss out. My hope is to shorten your learning curve. That's the goal, is to always shorten your learning curve. So do me a favor. Yes, thank you so much for sharing the broadcast. I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing the broadcast. You want to do it immediately, because Jerusha is about to get this party started, right? So you want to share with your business bestie immediately. Tag somebody right now. If you're on TT, you want to do a power share it out to 10 people right now if you're on TT. If you are on TT, share the broadcast right now. Let's go, pretty people. And my first goal on TT is 5,000 hearts. So as soon as you hear, yes, thank you, tapping. Marilyn is in the building. Hey, Marilyn, how you doing? Good to see you. So if you are on TT, make sure you are tapping that screen. My first goal is 5,000 hearts. Remember, I'm going to teach you a quick 2 + 2 + 2 formula on how to follow up. It is a signature formula that I've taught before, but because I have so many new people, I have so many new followers, so many new friends, so many new leads, we got to teach it again, okay? And so I want to make sure you get what you came for. Say, Dad, every Tuesday at 1:30, I share actionable business tips, tools, hacks, strategies, marketing, branding, upselling for your businesses. So every Tuesday at 1:30, I am present just for the people who want to learn. Okay, my vibe attracts my tribe. So just for the people willing to put in the sweat equity, you're my peoples. Every Tuesday, make sure you hit the bell. So when I go live, you get the notification. Hit the bell. So when I go live, you get the notification. Okay, I don't want you to miss it. So I'm going to go over this really quickly. For those of you that have not been following up, this is your opportunity to follow up with your clients. I'm going to give you an easy formula that anybody can follow. If you are struggling in that area, I actually have a follow-up ebook as well as the way that you overcome objections when you follow up. So I actually put together a little bundle for you with the follow-up ebook as well as the top 10 ways to overcome objections. It's in a bundle now. I know, right? People have been asking, I follow up, but the person says, I'm not interested. I follow up, but the person says, not right now. I follow up, but the person says, I got to ask my husband. I follow up, but the person says, I forgot. What do you say, right? You want to overcome that objection. And so I have the top 10 ways to overcome objections as well as the follow-up ebook combined. Can you believe it? I know I combined it where the follow-up ebook is 1 year's worth of scripts. So you have 1 year of what to say, 1 year of exactly what to say to start conversations that convert into cash by following up. So if you're not following up, baby, they say a person has to follow up 5 to 12 times before they sometimes make a decision. That's the average person. Now, if you have people like me that are ready right now, people like me that are impulse buyers, people like me that are decision makers, it doesn't take me that long to decide if I'm going to purchase it or not. But for the average person, it takes them 5 to 12 times to actually take action, whether it's starting a business, whether it's getting into your program, your services, or purchasing the products. But if you're not following up, you're leaving 80%. 80% of your money is still out there, somewhere out there. And so we want to get you in a system. Now, you can automate this follow-up system. The goal is for you don't. Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you for the love. Woo! Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love on TT. My first goal is 5,000 hearts. So I appreciate you coming in hot. London in the building. Thank you so much, London. I appreciate you. And so this is my opportunity to help you out and share with you a formula that works for your follow-up so you can get all your coins in the fourth quarter. We are in a challenge on TikTok. It's called Locking In. So we are locking in with all the people that want to lock in and create a goal, right? They got to see the vision, start that vision, okay? Start before you're ready. Start where you scroll. We're going to see that vision, even if it's a health journey, even if it's, a social media journey, a business journey, a personal journey. We're all locking in. So Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, if you want to lock in with us, put lock in the chat. Everybody that's locking in for the next 4 months, we putting it all on the table, okay? You're doing everything that's possible so you can make the money that you didn't make in 8 months ago. You can make it in 4 months. So if you want to lock in with us, put the word lock in the chat so we know who you are. You set the goal. We started yesterday, September 1st. You got 4 months. You start right now. The goal is right now. One lady says she's going to start doing 6,000 steps every day for the next 4 months. So your goal is going to be different from somebody else's goal. So don't compare yourself. Maybe your goal is to follow up every day with 2 to 3 clients. Maybe your goal is to reach out to new prospects, 2 to 3 every day for the next 4 months. Maybe your goal is to create 3 to 5 pieces of content every day for the next 4 months. Whatever the goal is, you got to lock in, baby. Lock in. We locking arms, baby. Put lock in the chats. And so I'm going to show you how you're going to follow up. And if you get the person in conversation, how you overcome any objection that they might have. I'm going to give you that top 10 objection. So that is a bundle that you can grab that I created just for my peoples for fourth quarter. I knew it was coming, so I was getting prepared for you guys because you're going to have a lot of people you need to follow up with. And if you don't know what to say to get the sale, then you don't usually follow up. You just assume they'll go back to your website. Well, they don't. Okay. You're going to have to push them a little bit, just a little bit. And I'm going to help you with that. Thank you so much for double tapping that screen. I appreciate you. Our first goal is 5,000 hearts. And so I do this live every Tuesday at 1:30. So I need you to mark this on your calendar. But today I'm going to teach my Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok family, the follow-up formula. Write this down. I need a great note taker. Anytime I'm speaking, I can see people writing. But when I'm on social media, I can't see the interactions. So what I ask you to do is to take notes in the chat for me so I can see it. So the 2 + 2 + 2 formula, I'm going to break it down for you, okay? Consistent follow-up can generate additional income. And that's what you want in fourth quarter, additional income. And also it's also for you, it leads to more money, repeat business, residual income. Because once they fall in love with your product because they purchased it, they're going to buy it again and again and again. And so you're going to have this, right? Money coming in while you're sleeping on your pillow. I call it pillow profits. How many people would love pillow profit? Raise your hand if you're sure. Thank you so much, Ms. London. I appreciate the love. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. That's pillow profit. And so if you do it right, I'm going to give you the formula for free. Doesn't cost you anything to take notes and to implement. Information without implementation is just great information. I need you to implement. The fortune is in the follow-up. That's what they say. But I believe the fortune is also in the fellowship. When you are following up, you are fellowshipping. When you are loving on people's pages, you are fellowshipping. When you are commenting and asking questions on their pages, you are fellowshipping. To me, that is what brings the person closer to you. They feel more comfortable purchasing because now they feel like they know you, correct? So remember, building relationships helps you build successful businesses. Say, business coach Terusha said, I got to build a relationship. I got a fellowship on social media. I got to be social. So the formula, 2 + 2 + 2 formula, will really scale your business, catapult your business every single day. So here's how it goes. 2 days. Yes, let me tell you what it stands for. Write it down. The first 2 is 2 + 2 + 2. Write this down. 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. That's how you're going to follow up. Now, obviously, we use automation. We use CRMs. Obviously, you don't have to physically do it yourself. You don't have to remember, oh, it's 2 days. Oh, it's 2 months. You don't have to do that. We have tools. We use tools. Don't be a fool. I use an all-in-one system that will send out messages for me. I use an all-in-one system that schedules my post. I use an all-in-one system that does my landing page, my websites. I use an all-in-one system. So it doesn't just do one thing like text you back. It does multiple things that I haven't even used all the things. So if you want my all-in-one system, yes, all you got to do is text me all-in-one, Jerusha, all-in-one, and I'll send you that. But I teach you how to use it inside the 3-day Ride Business course, okay? So that's 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. You got it? Okay. Now is the most important time to follow up. 8 months ago, all the 8 months that just passed, people said they wanted your product. They wanted your lotion, your potions, your pots, your pans. They wanted it. They didn't purchase it. Now is the best time to follow up. Okay. You're going to become a follow-up pro, a follow-up expert. Now is the time to follow up. Yes, you can plug them in a system, whether it is a texting campaign or if you have an email campaign, that is still follow up. Or you can use a CRM system, an all-in-one that I have, but you've got to make sure you make the connection. Yes, thank you so much. Spoken Truth is in the building. Freddie in the building. How you doing? Boss is in the building. So let me tell you, when you follow up, now my all-in-one system, I can leave a voice or a text. Now, if you are physically following up, like you are actually making a phone call like I used to do back in the day, we used to make a physical call. Well, obviously, today we don't have to. I am still a voice person. I think it's nothing like the voice. You get to hear the excitement, enthusiasm. You get to hear the intonations, the tonality when I talk, right? So it's nothing like me going to your page and saying, hey, Jess, how you doing? It's Jerusha. It's nothing like me doing it. I just think that is the best way to do it so they hear a human's voice. However, because it's so many people, I'm not able to talk to every person. So we have a system that works for us. So if you are making a call or if you are sending a text or email, the first thing you want to say is the first call you make to each person in 2 days or text in 2 days after they place an order, after they become a part of your opportunity, after they signed up for your service. The only purpose of this call is to thank them. Write that down. So when someone purchases from you, they start your program, you want to call in 2 days. That follow-up call, that only purpose is to say thank you. That's it. Now, if you have a system that does it like I do, great. You always want to thank your customers. You always want to let them know how important they are. You always want to see them from what they've done. They purchased your product, your lotions, your candles, your services, whatever they did. You want to acknowledge that. Now, whether back in the day, we used to send out real thank you cards. So if someone purchased, you would send out a real thank you card in the mail. You know, that's before y'all, that's way before y'all. This is old school. Like if you're a little bit older, you're older than, I guess, 30, 35, you're older than that. Okay, yes. Anybody less than that, you don't know that there's this thing where you mail stuff. You put an actual stamp on it. You put a card in there. You write something on it. Thank you so much for your order. My family appreciate your business. You put it in the mail and you go to a mailbox or you put it outside in your mail. That used to be a thing. Okay. You guys that are new school, you don't know anything about that. You can send an e-card, which is through an email, where it says, thank you so much for your purchase. Your purchase always helps my family. You can do it through an e-card, or you can do it through a text message. That's what most of you do. Let me just text thank you with an emoji. I'm going to tell you, the best way is nothing like your voice, and it's nothing like a personal message in the mail. Okay. Even though I know that's old school, it still works. And so this can be automated using an email, a texting, whatever you want to do. But 2 days after anybody purchases from you, you've got to follow up and say thank you. Now, if you want my follow-up ebook along with my overcoming objections, you can get that bundle. All you got to do is put follow-up in the chat. However, there is nothing like the voice. Picking up, you don't have to physically pick up the phone. You can still leave your voice on text. So how you do that is there's a microphone right there, and you're going to hold that microphone down and you get to say, hey, Chanel, this is Jerusha. Thank you for my purchase. Thank you for your purchase. My family really appreciate your business. If there's anything that I can do, please let me know. Have a great day. It's nothing like The Voice. So if you could follow up with 10 people in fourth quarter with your voice, is going to make a difference. You know, those people who promise to purchase, those people. And that's how you build that relationship. Okay. That's how you build it over time. So, and I would say this is taking less than 1 minute. You're not talking. This is less than 1 minute. Being brief is important. Short and sweet, to the point. You're only calling after they purchase from you 2 days after. Hey, thank you so much for your purchase. That's what you're doing. She said, say it again. Okay. You're going to say, hey, thank you so much for your recent order of the lavender oil. I'll check back with you in 2 weeks to get your results. Hey, thank you so much for signing up for your insurance. I'll check back with you in 2 weeks to see how much you're enjoying it. Like, you're going to say something like that. And you also want to say, if you have any questions, please call me back. You tell the person your business means a lot to me. You tell the person my family appreciates your business. You tell the person have an amazing day. You tell the person 2 days after somebody purchases from you, this is the follow-up sequence. You got it? Write it down. Okay. Now, if you want my follow-up ebook and the Overcoming Objection bundle, they come together. You can grab that and you'll have a year's worth of scripts, exactly what to say, as opposed to you trying to write down what I'm saying right now, or screen record. Somebody say, I'm screen recorded. Okay. You could actually just get the follow-up ebook and you'd have it forever and ever and ever and ever. Now, yes, absolutely. You could text it. If you have any of the texting apps, like I said, I use an all-in-one system. So if you want my all-in-one system, I got you. That's the one that I suggest. Yes, I have used others. Daryl is in the building. Mark is in the building. How you doing? Royal Michelle is in the building. Eugenia is in the building. How you doing, gorgeous? Yes, I've used Skipio. Yes, I've used all of the other texting apps. The one that I use today is an all-in-one system. So if you want the one that I use, put all-in-one in the chat and I'll send you my referral link. But yes, you can use any of the texting campaigns or apps that are available. Now, that's 2 days when you follow up when somebody purchased. The next time you follow up is going to be 2 weeks. So that second text, that second call, that second voice, or however you want to do it, to each customer is 2 weeks. The purpose of this call is to provide service. That's it. That's it. The purpose is to provide service. Write that down. Okay. Is this helpful? Yes. So you want to ask questions. I am a great question asker. Okay. Let me tell you what you're going to do. Hold on. Let's see. Richard is in the building. Miss Apple is in the building. My first goal is 5,000 hearts. So please share the broadcast. This is a learning channel. If you like to learn, I like to teach. Make sure you share this with your business bestie. Our first goal is 5,000 hearts. So yes, please make sure you follow if you're not following. And so every Tuesday I teach Lunch and Learn on my Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channel. And then I brought my TT family in as well. So you want to make sure you mark this on your calendar. You don't want to miss it. So the second thing you do 2 weeks later, you're going to follow up. When you follow up, you're going to ask questions to service the person. This is why Chick-fil-A is so good. This is why people love Chick-fil-A customer service. They ask questions. Okay, may I help you? Okay, is there anything else? Would you like some napkins? Like, they are always asking, making sure you are satisfied customers. You got to start asking people, hey, are you enjoying the product? That's a great question. You want to write this down. Or how are you enjoying the product? Or how is the product working for you? What have you noticed that's different in your skin? What have you noticed that's different in your hair? Whatever the product is. What have you noticed with your new product? Okay, you want to tailor it to your product. Obviously, I ain't got to tell you that, right? If it's a service, you can say the same. How's the service working for you so far? You want to ask a question. Now, if it's a text, okay, that's fine. But as soon as the person texts you back, listen. When you ask, how's the service working for you? And the person texts you back, oh, I love this service. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I was doing prior to getting your service. I told my daughter about your service. Whatever the person is saying about your service or your product, that is a testimony. Guess what you do? That's feedback. You need feedback, right? Just like your Amazon, they get feedback. Just like when you purchase books from Google, they want your feedback. You are getting feedback from the person when you ask questions. So the person says, oh my gosh, I loved it, da, da, da. You say, perfect. Now you have it in text because she texts you and told you how great it was. You're going to take that and use it as a testimony. You can post it in your stories. You can post it in your feed. Hey, another satisfied customer. You could actually use it if you're doing a landing page or you're doing a website. You can put that testimonial there. Now that's leverage. Now you're like, man, people love my stuff. And you have proof. That's credibility. I have proof because everybody's saying they love it. You need to keep all of the feedback that you get from your customers. Feedback is a testimony for you. Testimonies are valuable to your business. So do me a favor, okay? You want to make sure you save them. Get a folder, save all the testimonies, feedbacks, save it. So if you've been motivated so far, you've been inspired, or you got help so far, listen to me every Tuesday at 1:30, share the broadcast. When you share the broadcast, sharing is caring. When I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich. Arm yourselves with it. Share the broadcast. When you share, that's what is valuable to my business. That's credibility. So yes, you want to share the broadcast. Double tap the screen. Now, when you call this person the second time, 2 weeks later from the purchase, and you ask a question, how they're loving your service or product. If you're leaving a voice, that's cool too. They don't answer. That's all right if you chose to call. If you're leaving a voice on Messenger, you know where the microphone is, that's cool too. When they hear the message, they will get back to you, or they will just give you thumbs up, heart, whatever. But the communication is there. If it's a call, you obviously, most of you will not do this, but if you do call, you want to make sure you address them by name. I know I don't have to tell you that. And then you still want to ask a question. That's all. You still want to ask the same question, even if they answer. But most people will not call on the phone, and most people don't answer because they don't know your number. They didn't save it. But if you decide to do that and you're in communication, they know who you are, then you can still ask a question. Yes. And one thing that you also can do, if you so happen, I know this new generation don't talk on their devices. If you so happen talk on the phone, you can ask and say, hey, would it be okay if I share your story? If they have a good testimony, you can ask, would it be okay if I get your feedback? Would it be okay if I share your story? You can ask if you're physically on the phone, because that positive feedback is going to save you. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. This way, when the person is highlighted in your stories, guess what you're going to do? You're going to tag their name. If you get the follow-up ebook, if you get my three-day ride business course, if you get my power hour strategy, any of my things, and you give me feedback, I highlight you in my stories and I tag your name, because I want you to know I see you. I appreciate you. And I want you to get that recognition, because guess what people do? When they see you highlight somebody else, they go to that person's page. If your page is significant, if your page is valuable, if your page is entertaining or educating them in any kind of way, they follow you. So you win too. We can all win over here. Understand, this is a strategy. You highlight other people, baby, you're going to be highlighted. All of this, I'm in competition. I don't have any competition. I'm in competition with myself every single day. It's me and me every day. Every day I'm competing with myself every single day. I promise you I am. Okay. Does that make sense? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the love on TT. My first goal is 5,000 hearts. So if you listen to the sound of my voice on TT, you want to make sure that, yep, you're tapping. If you ain't tapping, you capping, baby. Share the broadcast. I need you to hold my nose down. Your screen is going to pop up. Send it out to 10 people. Yes, I don't want to be the best kept secrets. I'm saving lives right now. Let's go. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Crystal. How you doing? Hey, individual. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you so much for sharing the broadcast. Thank you so much for the love. Our first goal is 5,000 on TT. Now you got it. Now, the third thing that you're going to do, or the second 2 + 2 + 2, we're on the tech, is 2 months out. And this is dependent on your product. Okay. So the third connection you make to each customer is approximately 2 months after the second call. Now, the reason why I said 2 months apart, thank you so much for the love. The reason why I said approximately, if your product runs out every 30 days, you would be following up every single month. Your system would be following up, not you physically following up. whether it's an email or a text or a voice or whatever, right? Once you record the voice, you can actually have it every single time and you would just send it. So just keep that in mind, that if your product runs out every 30 days, your next one would be in 30 days, not 2 months. Makes sense? So this 2-month call or connection is basically building rapport. The only purpose is to build rapport, and you're checking in with the customer. You're never saying, do you want to purchase again? You're never going to say, are you ready to buy? You're never going to use that language, because that's not good sales language, okay? They already know who you are. They know they purchased that lotion from you. They purchased that candle from you, that t-shirt. They know who you are, right? So you don't need to say, are you ready to buy another t-shirt? Are you ready to buy another tumbler? Are you ready? You don't need another soap. You don't need to say that. When you follow up, even if once you get my follow-up ebook, it tells you exactly what to say. How many people would love to know exactly what to say in a follow-up ebook? Put follow-up in the chat. I'm going to send you the ebook. Yes, say follow-up. Because if you are like, I don't know what to say, you're never going to say, are you ready to purchase? Or can you help me out? I'm trying to reach a goal. None of that. No one cares that you're trying to reach a goal. Okay. No one cares. You want to make sure that you're finding out about the customer's needs. You want to be interested in the customer. You want to find out if the customer is satisfied, they're still using it. Thank you for joining the team. Thank you for joining the team. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love on TT. So what you want to say is, I was calling to see if there's anything I can help you out with right now. That's how you're going to call for a service. How can I help you? I do have a gift giving service. It's fourth quarter. Are there special people in your life that would love that lotion? Are there special people in your life that will love my services? Are there special people in your life? The next time when you're calling, you're not calling to say, can you get it again? You're calling to service them. You want to make it as easy as possible for the person. And so I was calling to find out, is there anything I can help you with? Is there any questions? This is gift giving season for me. I do gift services for my clients. You want to make sure you tell her what's available. I do buy one, get one free for my clients during fourth quarter. I am doing discontinued items in fourth quarter. You're just calling to tell her your services. If you are having an event, everybody has a lot of events in fourth quarter. That's what you want to say. Hey, I was calling to let you know I'm having an event. It is virtual. It's a virtual event. I'd love to invite you. It's going to be on Zoom. I'll send you the information. If you're having a face-to-face event, you tell her, hey, I'm in Chicago. I'm having a face-to-face event, and I would love for you to come. I'm going to send you an invitation. That is why you're calling. Okay? And you ask, would it be okay to include you? She's going to say yes. Now, guess what? How are you going to get the sale? You're like, well, how am I going to get the sale? Because if she's running low and she's actually using your product, she's going to say, I'm going to need to purchase some more. I'm running out. She's going to say, oh, my daughter took it and I don't even have it anymore. She's going to say, oh, I haven't been using it as much. I still got a half a bottle. She's going to say it, right? And so say if she doesn't, in my follow-up ebook, it tells you what to say. So if you're struggling in that area, put follow-up and I'll send you the ebook. So if you're running low, right, you're going to be like, I'm running out of that lavender oil that you sent me. Or if it's a physical products like that, like it's a health and wellness product, whatever your product is. If she's been using it, she needs another one. Right. The problem is if she hasn't been using it, then you'll find out that she's not even using the product right. Then you're able to say, hey, is the product working for you? Have you been using it every day? No, sometimes I forget to take it. And then you can make suggestions. A lot of my clients have a timer. So when they take their regular medicine or before they go to bed, they actually have a timer to remind them to go ahead and take it or whatever it is. And you want to make sure this is in a sequence. So the follow-up ebook is in a sequence. So it's like 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, and it follows up all the way for you for the entire year. And then you just repeat that process. And so you want to tell her, you should be running low every 4 to 6 weeks. You should be running out. You want to tell her that's what's happening. If it's 6 to 8, every 6 to 8 weeks, you should be running out. I want to make sure that you have what you need. That's how you get the sale. Especially if your product line is something consumable like food, you want to use this formula, okay? If your product is something more like jewelry, clothing, home decor, you can probably stick to a quarterly call to each customer after you've completed the initial 2 + 2 + 2 formula. You still need to do it. Even if they purchase a t-shirt, you still want to follow up in 2 weeks. Hey, have you wore the t-shirt yet that you purchased? Okay. And they say, no, I didn't wear it yet. I'm trying to get an outfit. You still want to follow up 2 months. Hey, send me a picture when you do wear it so I can post it in my stories. You have a reason to follow up. And so she's going to feel important. She's going to feel special. She's going to be like, oh my gosh, she's going to post my picture. Yes, everybody wants to see their customers in their merchandise. Here's a Pretty People right here. My merchandise, Pretty People right here. Get your Pretty People tee. I tell my clients when they purchase, send me a picture. I post a picture of them with the Pretty People tee on it. So everybody wants you to market their stuff. So send it to me. If you sell clothing, say, send me a picture when you wear this outfit. You're going to post it. You're going to celebrate your customers like Chick-fil-A. You're going to make them feel good. Thank you so much. Yes, just put follow up in the chat. I'll send you the follow-up ebook. I got you Instagram. I got you YouTube. I got you Facebook. Yes, Black Fenty is in the building. How you doing? Okay, it's the real mom is in the building. How you doing, gorgeous? Good to see you. Yes, so if this is helpful, put helpful in the chat. So I can tell you from experience, when I did this offline and now doing it online, the formula works. But if you're not following up, thank you so much for the love, individual. Thank you so much. I appreciate the goals are being met. Yes, my first goal is 5,000 hearts on TT. Please share the broadcast. So I've done this offline. I've done this online. The formula works. Now you have to work it. Most people, the reason why they don't have residual income because they're not following up. Just because a person didn't purchase yet, but they inquired, they were interested, they were curious, and they just didn't purchase yet. You didn't follow up. It's not enough to say, oh, they know I sell finance services. Oh, they know I help people with their credit. No, baby. They have a lot going on. Life be lifing. And while they know it, they don't know it's for them because you didn't follow up. And even if they say, oh, I'm going to take a look at your website, you still didn't follow up to see if they took a look at your website. That's what the follow-up ebook helps you do. It's going to help you get your sequence in order, whether you're using a texting campaign, right? For me, it's a plug and play. I put the script in there and it automatically does it for me for the entire year. Or if you have a smaller customer base, you got 10 customers, you could do it yourself. You got 10 people. But if you have hundreds of people you got to follow up with, you are physically not going to be able to do it. You need a system. I'm going to recommend the all-in-one system, but you can use any system that you like. I've used several texting systems, several email campaign systems, and the all-in-one is the best one thus far. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So if you are not following up, if you had a customer, oh, Miss Asia in the building, if you have a customer who said, I wanted to purchase, your custom reefs, especially now during this season, right? Yes. Hey, gorgeous. You want to follow up with every single person who said they liked it. It was cute. They want to get one. You want to follow up with every single person right now, because this is when people are going to buy in fourth quarter. We're in a challenge on TT. We're all locking arms. Oh, did my phone disconnect? Lord. Excuse me. My phone just disconnected. And it's plugged up, so I'm trying to figure out what happened just now. It's all good. So, yes. So you want to make sure that you're following up, even if a person says to you, oh, get me next month. Oh, I'm going to get it. Follow back up with me. Follow up with the person. So if you want my follow-up system along with the top 10 ways to overcome objection, all you have to do is put follow-up in the chat. Go ahead and tag your business bestie right now. I don't want you to miss out on this follow-up. Diva Design Studio in the building. I don't want you to miss out on this follow-up strategy that works. I guarantee my strategies. So if you do get the follow-up ebook, you're going to get the bundle. You can get the follow-up ebook by itself, but I recommend you get the bundle. You have the follow-up ebook along with the top 10 ways to overcome objections. Because when you follow up, people say stuff like, oh, I don't have the money. What will you say next? Right? You can ask, well, how far away are we from $20 or whatever your thing? How far away are we from the $100? You want to be able to ask questions. That's overcoming objections. Okay. And so I put that together because it just made sense for it to go together. And so I want to help you in fourth quarter. Put follow up in the chat. Please message me, direct message me. If you are watching the replay, message me immediately so you can start. And I want to be able to help you once you get also inside the 3-day ride. You already are going to have me inside the rides. So I'm just thankful. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate the love. I'll see you next Tuesday, every Tuesday at 1:30. We do a quick lunch and learn. If you like to learn, I am present here and I like to teach. So I'll see your beautiful faces. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha, and I'll see you on the page. Have a great day.